Hey guys, my name's Jennifer Mounts. I'm originally from Lakewood, Washington, where I currently live. I just turned 23, and I've been shooting soft-tip darts competitively for a little over a year now, which isn't very long, but within that year I've won medalist state 4 times in 4 different divisions, and I'm currently the highest rated female in Washington, both medalist and darts live. People in the dart community don't actually know why I shoot darts in such an extreme way. I've often made excuses for why I've tried so desperately to improve my game, or why I'm constantly practicing, or even why I don't drink when I play, which is very common in the dart community considering it's a bar sport. But the truth is, I originally wanted to become a dietitian. I just graduated from UW last June with a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, and I was accepted into the Nutritional Sciences program at UW where I wanted to go to grad school. But what happened was, my senior year of college, my mom finally admitted to me how poorly her business was failing. She owns a bar and was losing about $2,000 a month due to, poor business, bad location, the bar industry itself, I mean, you name it. And I just absolutely freaked out and quit my part-time job and decided to use my savings to figure out a game plan to turn the bar around and renovate it. So the first thing I did was bring in my cousin Jessie, who's my current mixed doubles partners for tournaments, to help give an aesthetic makeover to the bar. And it was extremely divey looking and just lost into the glory days of the 90s. So what we did was we advertised towards 20-year-olds. The 20-year-old demographic, because we were young and we could relate to them, and it worked really well for a long time. I mean, the weekends were packed, but weekdays we noticed were a huge issue. So Jessie and I decided to join 3 different dart leagues, knowing nothing about the sport, in order to bring business to the bar. And it was just very simple then, and complete happenstance that we ever fell into something like that. But what happened was, we just absolutely fell in love with darts. I mean, it became something more than just a tool to put some life back into the bar. It became the thing we planned our lives around and talked about constantly and dreamed about. We noticed that we were complete unicorns in the dart community. I mean, we were significantly younger than a lot of the other players, and on top of that, I was female. So we actually had practice routines, that we developed for ourselves because of that. And people started to take notice. I landed my very first sponsorship a week before my birthday, the beginning of this month. It's a jersey-making company called Ultimate Team Gear, and that was an unbelievable turning point in my life, because it suddenly put a very scary leap of faith, shooting darts for a living and bartending for my mom for free, into the perspective of tangible progress and achievement. And I'm very grateful to have been selected, because I really do have a great desire and reason to accomplish something in the darts world. I mean, I desperately want to become an active resource for younger players, and particularly female players that may in the future struggle with the same issues that I really struggled with excelling in a male-dominated sport. I mean, I watched pros getting interviewed, and they never talked about issues revolving around the dart community, or they didn't give advice, and they definitely didn't talk about their journey leading up to their success. So I really hope to completely change the image of what real stardom and professionalism and representation is in the pro circuit, which is, why I'm hoping to use Dreamfuel as a resource to get me into these nationwide events and get seriously noticed by other sponsors, with, obviously an ultimate goal of landing a spot for myself on the pro circuit. I actually have to make it to these events in order to represent my very first sponsor, to give them incentive to support me by showing them that I can place in these events and that I am ready. I've used, the resources I've worked very hard to gain throughout college to salvage what was left of my family's business, because I felt like it was my duty as my mother's daughter. But I've I have created a really solid ground to work from in my career as a dart competitor despite that. I just need serious help pushing through the barrier of plane tickets and hotel fees and entry fees to these major tournaments that I've planned my entire life around. So I would be forever grateful to anyone that can help support me through this year, whether it be through actual donation or simply just talking about me on social media. So please friend me on Facebook. I'm constantly posting videos of myself shooting or talking about, where I'm shooting and what I'm winning. And I'd be so happy to give recognition to anyone that does. Thanks.